In studio now is the current head coach, Dave Rose of BYU basketball on game day. We appreciate you coming over on such a big, exciting day when you host the #1 team in the country for the first time ever in the history of BYU basketball.
Yeah, it's a good day, and when you get a 9 o'clock tip, everything is like in reality at game day. This is like 8:30, okay? Because we usually tip at 7, so you move everything back a little bit. So I had a little time to come over here this morning, and I'm actually excited to be here when you really have stuff to talk about. I mean, that introduction, you had like real things to talk about. Sometimes I'm hearing you're talking about the craziest stuff ever, but today you got volleyball, you got women's game, you got our game, you got signing day. There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on, and this week's been really fun, highlighted by this game tonight. But what's game day, especially in a big game? Gonzaga's always a big game. What's it like emotionally for you?
Well, I think it feels very similar to every other game, except you know that the challenge ahead of you is really steep. I mean, this is and this year especially. I mean, we last year up at their place, they were ranked 25, and a couple of years ago I think they were ranked 2 or 3, and so you know you're playing a really good team and a team that is really used to winning, and that's one of the biggest challenges, is to break that cycle of the confidence that they have right now. And I've never seen anything like what they're doing right now in our league. I mean, in any league, averaging 85 points a game, only giving up 57 points a game, haven't trailed in a half in like 11 straight halves. So we've got a work cut out for us, but we're going to have a great crowd, and our guys are ready, and we're excited to get going.
How much does an atmosphere impact a game like this in your favor, playing in front of 19,000?
Well, I think that, there's so many things that go into a game as far as a game plan. And the fact that you're trying to keep focus in that plan for 40 minutes, I really believe that's where the home crowd can help you, is to keep your focus and kind of your determination. I think sometimes, especially with our young group, we get out on the road and we get a couple things that go against us. We don't get a call. We get something tough, and then we get really emotional, and we go down to the other end, whatever end it is, offensively or defensively, and we kind of introspectively go into ourselves and try to make things happen. And we'll make a defensive mistake that costs a basket or a foul, or we'll take a shot that's ill-advised and then try to get everybody back. But sometimes in that time before you get there, you've given up 6 or 8 points, and that's the run that maybe kills you for the game. So I think at home it's easier to control that, because guys they don't get flustered near as much.
What's the latest on Nick Emery as you hope he feels better tonight?
That's where we are. I mean, we're hoping he feels better, and obviously Nick will tell us he's going to feel better because he wants to play. But we'll just see. We've got a later shoot-around time at 3:15 instead of the normal 1:15. And he's seen the docs. The docs have done everything that they can to kind of give him fluids, and we may do that again today, depending on how he feels. But I know every intention he has, he'll try to play if he can. And hopefully he's feeling well enough that the energy level will be sufficient for this game that he's going to be playing in tonight, because the defensive assignments are real with these 3 or 4 guards, and their big guys are, my goodness, I mean, Shemmick and Williams, those 2 guys, one's shooting 71% in league and the other one's shooting 62% in league. And so you got to keep them away from the basket, and that's a challenge. They're big guys.
I had a memory pop into my head a few days ago about something I did as a student broadcaster at BYU back 2005. I was interviewing one Dave Rose before he opened his career at the Mountain West Conference Media Days. Here you are, 299 wins later. When you look back on the 12 years, what are the emotions like for you as the head coach?
My emotion right now is I remember that day because they picked us to finish 9th in the league.
Yes,
and I was not very happy, okay? And our guys obviously played better than that. But
finished 2nd.
And I still feel like, that challenge every day is to be better than what people think we're going to be. I don't know how healthy that is, but that's kind of the challenge that I really feel that we've got.
I was going to say, are you trying to rile up Dave in an attempt to get BYU to a certain place?
I would never do that,
on
Coach.
Game day? I haven't said anything about shave my head or anything.
Yeah, okay.
Should I?
No, you don't need to.
You'll be ready regardless.
We're ready.
You were with Houston, Phi Slamma Jamma. You were the #1 team. What's it like being on that end of the spectrum?
Yeah, we were the #1 team for a while. I think 10 weeks, something like that, all the way to the national championship game. And the one thing that was so cool about that was that everywhere we went, it was, kind of bedlam. It was the best crowds, the best environments, and the best feeling in the world when you left with a big win. And I think that that's where we are kind of on the other end right now. We got a real challenge ahead of us, but people are excited. The game's been sold out for 3 or 4 days, and we've sold out a lot of games here. But when you sell out a game in this culture a couple, 3 or 4 days early, we got the attention of everyone, especially on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
And so this will be. A lot of people are looking forward to see exactly what we can do against this group. If we can actually, get to the free throw line, if we can out-rebound them, if we can, cause them to stay deep away from the basket and take challenge shots, then see how good we are chasing down their misses and turning them into points.
What side do you like being on more, the chaser or being chased?
Oh, there's no question. The being chased is the more exciting thing. Sometimes that gets really thick and really heavy as far as the pressure is concerned. But when you can embrace that pressure and be able to perform, night in and night out, it's terrific. And then the bond that you get with the players that you do that with and the coaches that you do, that's something special. And that's what we're all looking for.
They make documentaries about it, in fact.
Yeah. That's right.
The head basketball coach at BYU, Dave Rose, with us in Studio B. Really quickly, let's get an update on when you get to move into your new office full-time in the Marriott Center Annex.
Hey, it was awesome today. It was a short walk. We're in there now, and so we're about 50 yards closer to the broadcast building, but it looks like...
Hey, neighbor!
Yep, that's right. And I'm still waiting for the spring to come and watch you guys play catch out there somewhere. There's a lot of grass. I'm actually surprised.
You got us some grass in there, yeah.
And,
Thank you for that,
And I think we're going to get a portable mound that we'll put in and a plate. We'll see if Ben can throw some strikes every once in a while. But I'm so happy. We're in, and we're going to dedicate the building right before the devotional next week. Elder Cook here, and then we'll have the open house for all the donors, supporters, and the season ticket holders. And that will be on Tuesday night, February 21st. And there's still a lot of things that we will kind of grow into the building and continue to improve. But the basic, the weight room, the training room, the gym, all the the Hall of Fame will be kind of a work in progress, but it's a great building, and it's going to be terrific for our men and our women.
Man, we look at that shovel every day when we come to the studio.
And hey, you know what? It wasn't that long ago. Some of these projects you get into, and you got to wait 2 or 3 years to get them. But this was a pretty quick build. The guys were right on time. Contractor was awesome, and we actually had practice in there homecoming week. The building wasn't anywhere close to being done, but the gym was actually functional. And so all of our practices this year have either been in the Marriott Center or the Marriott Center Annex, which if you go back the last 10 or 12 years, there's usually about 6 or 7 home practice venues for our teams. And this year's been great.
Coach, we wish you the best of luck tonight against #1 ranked Gonzaga, going for win number 300 in what has been a fantastic career for you. Let's do our part, give you some BYU Sports Nation karma.
All right, let's do it.
We promise not to break any windows when we do go play catch in front of the Marriott Center Annex.
I don't promise that. I wish I could.
I promise you that the mound will be down towards facing the parking lot, not the building.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
So all the missed balls will go out into the parking.
You don't want to hit a van at Dixie, right?
That's right.
Playing BYU. Right?
That's right. The student parking could be in trouble during the spring.
Some forward thinking right there. Coach, we appreciate the time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Good luck to you.
See you tonight.
All right, see you tonight.